I've always wanted to be in law enforcement. I remember when I was a little kid chasing the police around and watching them police cars go by. My brother's in law enforcement. He's an undersheriff out in Washington State. I did quite a few ride-alongs with him throughout the years, and then once I began as a reserve deputy for Lake County, it really sparked my interest in deciding that, you know, this is a career that I'd actually love to participate in and be a part of. I'm forever grateful that I took the leap.
When I started law enforcement over 25 years ago, it was hard to get into a good department. You know, there was everybody wanted to get into law enforcement. I mean, you had, 100 to 200 people to pick from, and that's no longer the case. One of the things that we have to do is try to sponsor people from the community, and one of the steps that we've done is that we try to hire within. People that have already worked here in a different department, like corrections or as a reserve deputy or courthouse security or a marine deputy. We already know the work ethics that they do, we know that they're a good individual, and now we're expanding on that by providing them with the training to advance their career to get into a different position.
West Shore was a phenomenal academy. It was very hands-on. I would say almost all of our professors, all of our instructors were former law enforcement or current law enforcement. We even had a prosecuting attorney that was our law professor, and they all did a phenomenal job. Everything was hands-on, very detail-oriented, and they just did a fantastic job of really giving us certain experiences and scenarios that were real-world scenarios, which were great.
Most of the time when somebody has contact with law enforcement is not always a positive thing. It's usually a negative thing when it comes to writing a citation, taking somebody to jail, responding to a complaint. It's usually not at somebody's highest point. So one thing that we do in the new generation of law enforcement is that we have to be more like counselors and try to reach people on not just a negative situation, but in a positive light.
This department's all about community policing, and it really is interacting with the community. And we have a tough job. We have to enforce the law and protect the Constitution, so that's very important. But at the same time, we are humans, and we have to humanize ourselves with other individuals, and they're going through a rough situation 99.9% of the time that we interact with them. And we have to be empathetic and understanding, but at the same time, we have to enforce the law. So it's really getting those community relationships going, which has been great.
Just because you're a corrections officer or a police officer, they don't realize there's the dive team, there's K-9, there's emergency response, which is SWAT team. And they start seeing all these little extra things that they can do. And they go, oh, I think this might be something, maybe I see it on TV or whatever. I just didn't realize we have it right here in our own backyard. When I first started, you're just lucky to get in the academy. You were just another number. It was hard to get in. This was never budgeted ever before. We couldn't even think about that. And to have 3 applicants get financed through Michigan Works to go to the academy, priceless, because I don't have those 3 people coming in here looking for a job right now. For a small department, it is crucial that Michigan Works helps us out. We wouldn't be able to do what we do.
I can't say enough things but positive stuff when it comes to Michigan Works and the relationship that we've had and giving us the opportunity to be able to accomplish this sponsorship. There's a lot of moving parts with this, and Michigan Works has been able to give us the opportunity to have that money to send somebody that generally we wouldn't have the option to do so.
As soon as we started getting sponsorship stuff from Michigan Works, corrections officers were starting to go to the academy. Next thing you know, I got more people coming into the door saying, hey, I want to work corrections. They're hearing that, hey, this is a gateway. If I go to corrections, I do a really good job, I show up on time, and I be the best employee that I can be, I might have a shot at the room. And the only way that we can give that shot, because we're not budgeted for that, is Michigan Works.